Oh wow.
So,
Look at that.
Okay.
Alright,
Hi,
welcome
everyone.
back to Top Cut of the Trader Shed. This is a 10th event, right?
Yes, this is
Yes,
the 10 event.
we are playing top 4 right now. Yep.
So now today we have Kiat versus Rayne for
Yep.
top 4.
Yep, Kiat is the champion of the monotype event that we had last month. So if everything goes well, he might be the
So he's been marked.
yeah, he's indeed. Right, you want to go through the Kiat's team first?
Yeah, so Kiat's team, I fought him in Swiss. Iron Crown, Indeedee, very popular combination. As I was explaining just now, if the opponent has no way to reset terrain, such as with Rillaboom, then you win the terrain war essentially, and you can just keep using Expanding Force. Then Insane, Urshifu, very common guys lah. Then to round it off, a Flutter Mane, very stable option, as well as Chen Pao. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
For Rayne's side, it's the new tech, right? That everybody is enjoying. I mean, Entei over Dragonite is kind of the trend that we're seeing now
Yes.
for Regulation F. So I think Rayne's side we have Chepao, Entei, Tornadus Incarnate, Landorus Incarnate. Also another new kind of pick Landorus. We used to see the Therian more, but now we're seeing the Incarnate more as well due to the rise of the Paradox Pokemon that are weak to ground type, as well as the Raging Bull and Flutter Mane.
Yeah. So I think one thing about Landorus Incarnate, one of the big reasons why is up in usage. It beats all forms of Ogerpon, and it's one of the few ways you can reliably get through Ashadudon. Yeah. So
I think the speed is the issue with kind of Landorus Incarnate, but Rayne's team covers that with the Tornadus. And we see the leads, Chepao, Urshifu for Inkiat side, as well as Chempao and Fluttermane for Rayne's side.
Yeah, so here just now we talked about a bit about Psychic Terrain. You see that Rayne probably has not much option but to bring Chen Pao because his Chen Pao has Ice Spinner. Chen Pao has Ice Spinner, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so his Chen Pao has Ice Spinner, so you are anticipating the Indeedee to come in and then you can spin the terrain away. That's one of your few options you have to deal with the size spam. And of course Chen Pao is a dark type, so it doesn't get hit. Yeah. So one thing that Iron Crown would have that previously Armor Rouge wouldn't have is it has a multi-hit move in the form of Tachyon Cutter, and then Chen Pao will actually be weak to that. So that's a problem for it. Yeah.
I think Fluttermane not feeling it, so switching it back, coming into the Raging Bull, I think expecting a water type Surging Strikes into that slot.
Yes.
And yes, we do see the Inkate going for the Terra Water, potentially not going into the Raging Bull slot. But let's see where this goes into. Alright, okay.
Yeah.
So I think Rayne got their prediction correct as well. Probably the Urshifu is scarfed as well, that's why it's moving first. It's quite interesting to see how the two chip balls are going to be moving, right?
Yeah.
Hitting into which slot.
Yeah, so Chen Pao, now it's quite a number of Chen Pao run Lash Out. Lash Out is very similar to Burning Jealousy.
Yep.
Yeah, so if the opponent has improved its stats this turn, then it will do more damage.
I think I like Inkate's play there where he double covered into the Raging Bolt slot, right? So
Yes.
like, he was kind of anticipating a switch in. At the same time, he was also he wanted to deal more damage. That's why he went in double. But Rayne's side, he went for Lash Out straight into Chip Out, breaking the focus dash.
Yeah, so then Raging Bolt has Thunderclap. Thunderclap is a priority move, and you have to target the Urshifu slot. Of course, Urshifu, this Urshifu can't protect because it's already Surging Strikes and it's holding a Choice Scarf. So that's actually, I would say that's a pretty straightforward play. But then, yeah, Psychic Surge comes in, so you can't Thunderclap anymore. So Inkiat actually would have seen that coming, and that was a very good play from him.
Indeed, and the Thunderclap failing, and now Surging Strikes. Urshifu gets another hit into the Chip Out, which Chip Out won't be able to survive this.
Yeah. So his Chen Pao holds Sash, as most Chen Paos would hold. But then a 3-hit move up. And that's one of the reasons why many people say Urshifu is pretty damn broken.
Yeah, and then I think now with Rayne's side losing Chip Out, right, he won't be able to kind of destroy the field.
Yes.
And it doesn't look very great on Rayne's side.
Yeah. Okay, so now Fluttermane, maybe Fluttermane will come in.
Yeah, but I think the difficult part of this whole situation is that Inkate's Urshifu is scarf locked Terra, Water locked into Surging Strikes, none of Rayne's remaining mons will want to take that very
exactly.
well, right?
Fluttermane doesn't have a high defense. It probably only requires 2 hits of Surging Strikes to go down. And it's Terra Water for good measure, so no one else can really resist that.
And kind of the nail in the coffin is where,
Yeah,
it's where the
follow
Indeedee
me,
does
yeah.
follow me to protect the Urshifu, and the Urshifu gets to run down the Rayne's team in full.
So here you see the speed interaction. Urshifu with the Choice Scarf is already faster than the Fluttermane. So actually that was probably that will still be required because the Thunderbolt is probably going to go in anyway. Yeah,
but I think Inget really played it out very, very well. Well, he just just followed me all the damage over, and then now Rayne is left with the exact same situation as he had with the Fluttermane.
Yeah,
he will lose one mon and then he'll be facing now 4 mons.
Yeah, so that's really tricky. And one of Ente's best options is of course Extreme Speed, but because Psychic Terrain is finally up, so you can't do that at all.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Entei over Dragonite? I think the attack stat itself, I guess Entei is lower than Dragonite. So I personally I feel the good thing about Entei is like giving it a life orb or a Southwest so that it can change move because it has great coverage, right?
Yeah, so Entei plays very similar to Dragonite, except that its speed is 20 points faster. Entei is 100 speed, Dragonite is 80 speed. Inner Focus is very, very common. You don't really have a choice. For Dragonite, you still have multi-skill. But Entei doesn't want to run pressure, so you have Inner Focus. Entei has a few other options, Sacred Fire being the most important one. Sacred Fire, 50% chance of burn, and just now I found out 95% accuracy, so not the best, but still a very, very powerful physical move, right?
You look a bit dark.
No, I don't think that will have changed
the
outcome of my match. But just a point to note, Then of course, Entei sports the Fire type. Fire type is great because you're not going to risk the Will-O-Wisp coming into Entei and get burned. I think that there are a few advantages for Entei over Dragonite.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So how would you see this game playing out?
Okay,
being us in the second round, right? Because I think Inget's lead was Chien-Pao, Urshifu, which kind of ran through Rayne's team, right? With the support of Indeedee.
Yeah, so this is actually really tricky because he has to make some adjustments and do it fast. One of the reasons why it contributed to a big loss, I won't say a big loss, but a loss was because the swap out for Raging Bolt didn't go as planned. So you have to you probably need to overthink a little bit. If your opponent believes that you're going to swap, you should play your game around that. And that's where the Raging Bolt took way too much damage, and after that it tried to Thunderclap when Indeedee would have come in.
I think that's very fair. But for Inget's side, I think his game plan will be probably something similar, right? Like the Chien-Pao Urshifu with the Indeedee at the back. And then potentially maybe it's the Fluttermane that he will have his last, or he want to showcase his Iron Crown once again on stream. So
it's very tricky because we saw the speed interaction and we know that Fluttermane is slower than the Scarf Urshifu. So Rayne needs to find a way to win the speed war. Because Urshifu will probably take down his whole team otherwise. And if he does, let's say, bring a Tornadus with Tailwind, Inget can actually just reverse that with Indeedee's Trick Room. So then that's where a very stable team composition comes in, because he has both a fast option in Choice Scarf Urshifu and a slow option in Trick Room.
Alright, let's go into game 2 of top 4 of the Trader Shed. Alright, we're seeing Chien-Pao Urshifu, so obviously the plan worked out very well for Inget.
I think it's a very stable lead. I don't think he needs to change that. And Entei will have to figure out whether it wants to run Extreme Speed.
I think, why do you think that Rayne kind of led with the Entei in this
I guess
position?
Entei is faster after a Tailwind. It's none of that. Tornadus probably needs to run Tailwind if it was to win the Weather War. Weather War, the Speed War.
But I think what's interesting to note is that the Tornadus does run the Sunny Day, so maybe that's what Rayne's game plan is.
Yes.
Probably doing a Sunny Day and then hitting hard with Entei is maybe what he's planning.
So Tornadus actually gets Sunny Day, Rain Dance, Snowscape actually.
Snowscape he gets it.
Tornadus actually has Snowscape also, So it's 3 out of 4 weathers, and that's why it's such a stable prankster user.
Alright, so he went straight for the Tailwind and into the Sacred Fire.
He probably needs to pray for the 50% burn chance to get rid of Chien-Pao on this turn, because if the Chien-Pao stays there,
and he gets it. But at the same time, the question is, someone's gonna die.
Wow. I don't think so. I think you have seen the Sunny Day coming out. You point out the Sunny Day, and I think that will be something that will catch on the team sheet as well. Yeah.
But I think that was a very interesting turn where
Yeah.
Kiat kind of predicted either the Terra or the Sunny Day. So
Yes.
he went to hit into the Entei.
Yes.
Where
And
Chen Pao, unfortunately, it's
It
supposed
got-
to be able to take the tornadoes, but
it didn't. Yeah. And the burn will play very very critical here because without that burn, the game would have changed so much. Tornadoes will not be here.
Yep.
And now he's free to run Tailwind. And of course, because Entei is currently locked into Sacred Fire, it's probably going to target Iron Crown. That's something that they can look out for. And Iron Crown will have to make an adjustment based on that if it wishes to survive, because the choice band Entei is serious business.
I think now the situation is that because Tailwind is on Rayne's favor, because he went for Tailwind, and then
Yes.
and Inge's side, he's likely going to switch in the Indeedee for a size spam moment. I think that's what's coming, but maybe I'm totally wrong. But interesting move from Rayne here when he switches in the Flutter main.
Yes. So Flutter Main is because Urshifu is now locked into close conflict. It's locked in close combat.
That's right. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
So that will have been a fairly safe switch.
Yeah. And then as expected, the Indeedee comes in.
Okay, so here's where we see Flutter Main has a high spec depth. Is it able to take the expanding force? Because Tornado is most likely going to go down. It's pretty tough. So here's a very, I'll say, a defensive Terra. It's not weak to fire anymore, and just now it's because Sacred Fire was Entei's choice of move lah. Yeah.
But I think the question is why keeping Entei targeting into the Iron Crown slot, that felt like a very, very stable play.
Yes, exactly.
Keeping the Entei at the end doesn't seem very beneficial in this whole match.
Because he already had Tailwind up.
Yep.
And he was going to use Sunny Day on this turn.
Correct.
So actually, very, very few things, if any, and Urshifu was already on the field, right?
Yep.
So very few things could actually resist the amount of damage output that would have come out from the Entei.
Yep,
Sacred
exactly.
Fire. Yeah, exactly. So now we're in this very awkward situation.
Where it's Indeedee's gonna follow me, everything.
Yes,
and then-
exactly. And even if you have a spread move, Flutter Main of course has a spread move in Dazzling Beam, it's really not enough to take out Iron Crown.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Now, this is
I feel that maybe the previous turn would have gone a bit differently.
yeah, if a straight target into the Iron Crown
Yes.
would have happened. Yeah.
And see right now, even though Flutter Main's photosynthesis has activated, I don't think that's enough. Indeedee is very, very bulky.
Yep.
Indeedee has, most Indeedees don't even have any offensive investments.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so then that was quite a straightforward play by
But
Kiat also lah.
yeah, at this point of time, I think it's just side spam all the way until the
Yeah,
until the finish line, right?
Yeah, and then here you see the raw power of side spam, right? If you're not able to get rid of the terrain, or for example, the Chen Pao can't really come in anymore. Yeah, and of course, even if the Chen Pao was to come in, I can't see how it's gonna. There's no Chen Pao to begin with. I can't see how.
Would you think the Iron Crown would survive the Sacred Fire at that point in time? Just choice banded Sacred Fire under the sun.
No, there's no way.
Right? Yeah, that's
even,
what I think too.
Even if it terras, I feel that would have been the most stable play. And then now, he still has an Urshifu to contend with. Raging Boat, many people actually run a calm mindset. It's because it's expected to be able to survive a few hits and step up at the same time. But Inge opted for Rayne opted for an assault vest stat. Yeah, so it's 4 attacks. So let's see where.
But I think it's going to be very difficult with one mon against two, more than two more, three mons. Back. So I think it's
You'll have to
probably,
try,
I think
You need
that's
to try something. And also, Tailwind is still active.
yes.
Or this turn,
This is the last thing to take.
So you have to make the most of it if you can, which also means the Water Terra will not change the expanding force. Damage output, but it could lift the choice scarf Urshifu's Surging Strikes, although Urshifu opted for close combat instead.
I think at that point of time, probably you want to hit into the Urshifu first, because I think the targeting went into the Iron Crown, which if you went for Terra Blast mod, probably would might have taken that out.
Yeah,
well.
and even though it's not, even though Iron Crown has 98 speed, Indeedee does carry Trick Room, and sometimes players can opt for a more slow Iron Crown, just so that you can win a bit of the speed wars when Indeedee uses Trick Room. Yeah, so that was a great match.
It's really side spam.
Yeah, and you see the raw power that comes out expanding force. Once you're able to win the terrain war, your side spam goes off unchallenged lah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what me and Alan was doing before this was that we were talking about whether Metagross or Iron Crown, which one is the superior psychic steel mon. What's your opinion on that?
Okay, they play very, very differently.
That's true.
Metagross is a bit slower, and I feel that Metagross's main job is really to bullet punch everything. Is one of the most powerful bullet punches in the game, and Metal Coat is one of Metagross's most popular items. Yeah, and even if you don't have that, Meteor Mash, Iron Head, so many powerful steel type attacks from it. And this gen, you get Psychic Fangs. So they actually do very, very different things. Metagross doesn't have a spread move apart from Earthquake, I believe. But I guess if you're not running...
Maybe Rock Slide. Does it get Rock Slide? Maybe
it does. So Iron Crown has to be supported by NVD. There's really no one else that can support it. So that's taking 2 slots on the team. Whereas for such a good typing, if you need one stable member, Metagross is a great fit for it. For almost any team.
I guess it's just interesting to see after Incineroar being released in the game, while we are still seeing Iron Crown and Indeedee being quite a popular pick today, right?
Exactly,
I think we have like 3 or 4 Iron Crowns and Indeedee today.
And like actually, Iron Crown has lots of tools to actually get rid of Incineroar, which will be one of the main problems you'll face. You're looking at Terra Water, Terra Ground, and then after that, a very powerful Terra Blast coming in. Because Iron Crown's best item is Booster Energy. The reason why a lot of players may be confused why Iron Crown is now the main size spammer, expanding force spammer in the game, it's because Booster Energy is such a good item on almost any Paradox Pokemon. Even though it's Crop Drive, Booster Energy is just so good that you can't the damage output is contributing is just way better than a lot of other things.
There's definitely one turn kind of less that you need to do a setup for, right? Because in the previous games where we were running size spam is where you try to set up a trick room, but now you just need your Indeedee and you just need your Iron Crown to just get everything going.
Yeah, and you can try to confuse your opponent also. For example, you see that there's both a fast option and a slow option. Tornadoes, of course, running Tailwind's very, very popular. So you have to play a mind game with your opponent on whether you're running a very fast size spam or a trick room size spam. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's connect back in the finals.
Okay.
Congratulations to Kiat. See you in a bit. Thanks.